Now in this video, we will going to discuss about one more problem on projections of points in the third quadrant. So it will be a point is 35 mm below HP, 15 mm behind VP, and 25 mm or in front or behind or from RPP. Draw its projections and in the side view. So here the condition given is below HP and behind VP, so obviously it should be in third quadrant, and since it is behind VP, obviously it should be behind RPP, and name the side view. So when you look from the right side view, then only the point will be behind RPP. So obviously the image what you get in right profile plane will going to be the right side view. Now we are going to analyze this. So first we are going to take the front view. When you look from the front view, I can see the distance below HP and also behind RPP. So these two distances, when it is projected, you can see here that is below HP, I can see the distance in vertical plane, and I can also see the distance behind RPP in the vertical plane. Similarly, when you look from the top view, I can see the distance behind VP and also behind RPP. So both the distances are seen, and when it is projected, when you look from the top view, this is projected to the horizontal plane and this is also projected to the horizontal plane. So you're going to get this point small p, which is behind or behind VP. So when you look from the right side view, I can see the distance below HP, that is also seen here, and also I can see the distance behind VP, so that distance is seen here. And when you cut it here and rotate the horizontal plane to the top and RPP to the right side, so the correspondingly the images which are there in the horizontal and right profile plane will also get rotated, so that you will going to get this particular view. So here the distance with respect to the profile plane, that is 25 mm behind RPP, is seen in vertical plane and also seen in the horizontal plane. So that distance. Then draw a vertical projector, and then the 35 mm below HP, the distance with respect to HP is seen in vertical plane. So you take the distance in the vertical plane. Vertical plane is below this horizontal line. So from here you measure 35 mm and then you get this point. So since the image is on vertical plane, so you're going to get this point as B dash. So then as we take the behind VP of 15 mm, you measure the distance from here to this. So the behind VP which distance, when it is rotated, it becomes vertical. So this distance is 15 mm. Since the image is on the horizontal plane, you are going to get this P, and also the behind RPP, also this distance is seen. And then when you look from the right side view, I can see the distance below HP and I can also see the distance behind VP. When the RPP is rotated to the right side, this distance will become horizontal and this distance behind VP becomes vertical in the horizontal plane. So as we see the distance, that means when you look from the side view, I can see the distance which is below HP, that is the front view distance, and also I can see the distance behind VP. So that is behind VP, this distance, that is the top view distance, is also seen here when you look from the right side view. So where you have the front view, on that line you are going to get the side view. So to do that, so you draw a projector from this point P. So this distance is 15, and as we know that the below HP is 35 mm, so when it is projected onto the profile plane, you will also get this below HP by the 35 mm. And also the behind VP, which is vertical here, will going to become horizontal distance from here. So you project this till to the end of this horizontal plane, and this distance will be 15, and you draw a 45-degree line so that this vertical distance has become horizontal. So here where you have the front view, on that line you will go to get the side view. So you project this point directly onto the projected point from P dash. Both if these two lines will going to intersect at this point, which will go to become P double dash. Since it is the behind VP behind RPP, so obviously this should be the right side view. Now we can see that here, which is being shown. So draw the corresponding final solution of this. First we're going to draw the XY line and X1 Y1 line, identify the horizontal plane, vertical plane, and the right profile plane, and then the distance with respect to the profile plane, which is 25 mm, is given with respect to S1 Y1 line. You measure the distance from X1 Y1 and draw a vertical line. So the distance with respect to VP is seen in HP. So behind VP distance is seen in HP. So you measure from this point distance of 15 and you mark this point as small p. because the image what you see is on the horizontal plane. Then the distance with respect to VP below HP, which is below HP distance is seen in VP, so that distance VP is below XY line. From this point you measure 35 and mark this point, which is P dash. Then as we see, the distances of both horizontal and vertical, both the front view and top view can be seen in the profile view. So you draw a vertical projector from horizontal projector from P dash to the profile view, and since I want the top view distance has to be transferred to the right side view, wherein in the vertical in the top view you have the vertical distance, so when it is come to the side view it should become horizontal distance. So you draw a 45-degree line adjacent to the HP, then you project this point from P to the 45-degree line, wherein this distance of 15 is transferred into the horizontal distance of 15. Then you project this from 45-degree line, you project to the bottom of the, to the right profile plane, where you have the front view. On that line you are going to get the side view. So both these two lines will going to intersect at this point. You mark this point as P double dash, and then this distance is, this view will going to be the right side view, and draw the corresponding dimensions. So this is how the final solution you will going to get in projections of point in third quadrant. And now we will try to solve this same problem by using the AutoCAD screen. So first we are going to come to this. So we will go for the file, we will go for the new. So you just go to open. So we're going to go to grid, which you switch off the grid and go to zoom. So for first command is limits, then go to 0, 0, lower left corner, so upper right corner 297, 210, then zoom all. So now we're going to switch on the ortho mode. So go to line command, select some arbitrary point and click on the first button of the mouse and drag the mouse to the right side, take some distance and click on first button of the mouse, and drag the mouse to the top side, take some distance and click on first button of the mouse. Then go to offset. So I want to draw a 297 by 210. So you select this 297 and enter key, select this vertical line and offset to the left side. Again go to the offset command, take the distance as 210. You select this object to offset as the horizontal line and offset it to the top side by clicking on first button of the mouse. Then go to exit, then go to zoom extents and zoom 70% of the display. Then go to fillet, select this line and this horizontal line. You select this vertical line and this horizontal line and this horizontal line and this vertical line, and go to zoom window. So you select this. So now you come down to the problem. So this problem is seventh problem. A point is 35 mm below HP, 15 mm behind VP and 25 mm in front or behind or from RPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So to do that, so here go to the text, select this, take the height as 4 and take the problem number 7. A point is 35 mm below HP. A point is 35 mm below HP, and then 15 mm behind VP and 25 mm behind, comma, or in front or from RPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So this is the problem which is given to you. Then go to zoom previous, you get back, then you come down to this. So here you come down to the final solution. So we have XY line, and then you want to have HP, VP and RPP, and XY line and X1Y1 line will going to have the 0.13 distance or thickness. So first we'll go to the AutoCAD screen. So go to layer, so click on new, type the new layer as XY, enter, type the new layer as front view, enter, then go to new, top view, then go to new, type the side view. So here line weight of layer 0 should be 0.05 because the projector line should be 0.05. Then XY line should be 0.13. You select this 0.13 and then go to front view. The front view has to be with magenta color. Then say OK. Then the top view should be with red. You click on the red. OK. Then side view will have the blue color. So you just click on the blue and say OK and say close. Now we are going to try to solve the problem. So to try to solve the problem, so what is this? First thing is I want to draw the XY and X1 by 1 line. So first we'll go to line. So select some arbitrary point, click on the first button of the mouse and drag the mouse to the right side, take some distance and click on first button of the mouse. Again you take the line command. So you take some arbitrary point and draw a vertical line. And then go to this text. So as usual we want this as HP because HP is the one which is rotated. So here, so go to the text, specify start point, take the height as 3, enter. So here you mark this as HP, so you mark this as VP and this distance as RPP. Then go to zoom window, then you take offset, take 25 mm. You take this distance of 25 mm because behind RPP is seen in both VP and HP. HP is above and VP is below. You select this vertical line and offset. Then 15 mm behind VP is seen in HP. So go to offset, take the distance as 15. You select this line. So here first I'm going to erase this. So go to offset, take the distance as 25. Select this vertical line and offset. Again go to offset, take the distance as 15. Select this horizontal line on offset to the top side. Then we're going to have this distance. So you take the horizontal line and offset by 35 mm to the down. So go to that, go to offset, take the distance as 35. You select this line and offset here. Then go to fillet, set the radius as 0. You select between these two and you select between these two. So then go to line. So draw a line adjacent to the top view. You select this point at the rate. You take some distance 100 less than 45. Then go to line. Take INT of this and take perpendicular to this now. So once you do that, then go to fillet between this line and this line and between this line and this line. Now we're going to trim off all other things. So break, select this and break this till here. And you select this and break this till here. Undo, I'll go to break, you select this and break this till here and then go to erase this line. Similarly, you break, select this line and break this extreme. You select this and break this extreme and you select this and break this extreme. Then go to zoom extend. So then go to zoom window. So now you come down to this. So go to point donut, make it as 0 and you make this as 3. And take intersection point of this and take INT of this and take INT of this. So here since he says the point, so we can consider any point. So I'll go for this and take height as 3. So mark this as X and you mark this as Y and you mark this as X1 and you mark this as Y1 and here you mark this as P, small p, and you mark this as P dash and you mark this as P double dash. Then go to move, switch off the ortho mode. You select this horizontal and bring it here and RPP here, then VP here, then X1 Y1 line, then Y, then P double dash, then Y1, then P dash, then P. Now we go for DDIM, dimension by setting the dimensioning variables, because we need to do the dimensioning. So modify, so go to lines, take the offset from the origin as 3, then symbols and arrows, take the arrow size as 3, then come down to text. Text by default, text height is arrow size 3, then text placement is above, As we see the changes it remote takes place, then it comes with align with the dimension line, then offset from the origin as 3, and then again go to primary units, and you make this as set the unit as 0 and say OK and close. Now once you do that, so now we will going to change this, go to CH. So I'm going to take this as the layer. Sorry, I can take this also. You go to CH, go to layer, make this as front view now. Then once you do that, then go to CH, select this entire thing, and then this line, go to layer, make this as front view. So both the front view and the top view both are same here. So you just click on these 3, go to CH, make this layer as top view layer now, because that is the top view. Then you select this and you select these two, go to CH, go to layer, make this as the side view. And here you click on this line and you click on this line, go to CH, make that layer as the XY line. So now we're going to do the dimensioning part. So to do the dimensioning part, so go to dim. So here, go to center of this, and you take intersection part of this. So you're going to get the dimension as 25. Then go to dim, center of this, and take intersection part of this. So you take this distance as 35. Again, center of this and intersection part of this, and this distance as 15. So then go to angular, select this line and you select this line. So this is the angle of 45 degree. Then go to escape, then go to leader, go to LEA, leader, take nearest point and switch on the ortho mode. You select this and you take this annotation option none. Then go to leader, go to nearest, select this line and click on this annotation option none. Similarly, leader, go to nearest, you select this line and draw it to the top side, then go to annotation option none. Go to explode, select this line, you select this line and you select this line, both 3. Then go to erase, E, select this line and this line and this line. Then go to leader, take center of this. So switch off the ortho mode, take some point, then drag this and switch on the ortho or annotation option none. So go to the text. Now here take the text as 3 and type it as RSV. Then go to enter. Then you select this, go to CH and go to layer, make this layer as side view. So this is how you will be able to create this drawing in orthographic view in AutoCAD software. So just I will move to the appropriate place and to choose, then place it wherever you want. I switch off the ortho mode, and this is how you will be able to solve this problem. And you compare this problem with this solution, both will going to have the same thing. So you will going to get this problem right. So in the next video, we will going to talk about the concept of projections of points in the fourth quadrant. Now we're going to just quit. So, we're going to go out of this. Now